So here's Mikeyy8821's to do the honors. And off we go from Jacksonville. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready?
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 67 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the set.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 68 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Hey, seam 6. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. I'm on. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. Deep rip.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. It's complete to Chris Conley. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Watch the run. Go. Let's go.
Fournette on the counter, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
41's the mic. You don't want this. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check now.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Give him 7 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 8-B.
3rd and 7.
It's a party now. Check 52. Hey, orbit. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Minshew sets to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. These two teams all tied after 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You ain't got nothing.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. And he will find his man on the outside.
Let's go back. New York Walker. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Go. Staying open. Buzz. Shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Check.
Jacksonville, 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Smooth. 41. We got to wedge that out. Too little, Cupcake. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me. Hey, wahoo!
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught at the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 77 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
All day. Go.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hey, Zoo.
On 4th down, Minshew. And able to find Conley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
51's the mic. Go.
5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Open is Swain, the tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Hey, Delta. Watch the screen.
Mike,
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Charlie.
it's our time. Mike 55.
Get it.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Interception, baby, all day.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Miller. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's what I'm talking about.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. Escaping the pressure right. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run for him with Hyde. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Can't do so. Leo. Begin. Hey, Foxtrot. Shoot.
Throwing on 2nd down. Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Jaguars
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Yes.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hey, Alpha.
Check. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
On the ball.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Let's go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack.
Go.
Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Go.
Keep it up, guys.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Hey.
51's the Mike, boy. 51.
Hey. High 7. Look at me. Door.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
3 down. 51's the Mike. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Conley, 83 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Lambeau on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Watson now to throw. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
65.
Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go. 8, read.
Here we go.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 30-yard line.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
wanna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Mikeyy8821's, to get this one started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. 480. Check, 41. Switch up. Switch it up. 26.
Here's Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Good. 41 Mike. Let's put him down the clock.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
There you go. 480.
Check like 39.
I'm coming. Here we go, 46.
Check like 39. Check
26.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I can't believe they're going to kill. Hey, check Mike 39.
Fourth down, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Set. 19. 9.
Keep it up.
Watson on first down. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he's got this down to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Brings up second and 7. The Cowboys 32-yard line.
Down, he's coming.
On second and 7, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
Complete to DeAndre Hopkins.
Set. 19.
7-yard line.
55. 54. He's checking. Crash. Check.
They'll run, Hyde, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Cowboys nothing.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
47. We'll go 47. Gun.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Get set. 19. To the car. Bring it.
Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Hey, we got to snap it.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th